1 month ago, my girlfriend, 5 years together, we own a house together, told me she does not really like our relationship anymore. She told me it became stale and she doesn't feel desired anymore. She told me she doesn't know if we would be together forever anymore. While I agreed that the relationship was not as fun anymore, I still think that we were fine. A week later, she told me that she had developed a work crush in the last months. Let's call him Kevin. She told me that nothing ever happened. She told me about a conversation they had after work where he told him that there is something between them and that it needs to stop. I asked my girlfriend to stop seeking contact with Kevin, except for professional work-related tasks. In the weeks after, she promised me that everything was over after that conversation with Kevin. The feelings had stopped. I believed her. However, of course, I kept asking her if they still had contact. She assured me that that was not the case. These questions from me really annoyed her. She told me that if I keep asking these questions, our relationship cannot really improve. We have Find My Friends on our iPhones, where we can see each other's locations. I know many people's opinion on that, but that doesn't matter. On one night, after her work, she stopped sharing her location. I asked her about this, and she told me it must have been her internet connection. I doubted that since the messages I had sent her still went through. I must have asked 100 times what happened that night, but she said nothing happened. In the next days, I was really feeling paranoid. She found this very annoying. I told her I was just not trusting her fully anymore. She said that nothing weird was happening anymore. I was starting to doubt myself. I must be crazy for suspecting her. 2 days ago, she was crying. I asked what was up, and she told me that she had kissed Kevin the day before, in the office when everyone on her floor had left. Note that this was a different day than the day she put her Find My Friends location off. She apologized so many times. She assured me that this was the first time that something like this had happened. She said that she has not ever even touched him before that moment. She promises me that they never had sex. She also confessed that they had sought contact with each other, even though she had promised not to do that anymore. Apparently, they have had phone calls after work in their cars when driving home. Afterwards, she has deleted these calls from her call history. Keep in mind that I had asked many times if they still had contact, and it always made her annoyed on me. I then asked her what happened that night when she put her location off. She assured me that that was really not the case, and nothing happened. She told me that she now really has told me everything. Yesterday she came out and said that was also a lie. She had a long conversation on the parking lot on the phone with him. She put her location off as not to cause suspicion in me. What the worst part is, that she made me feel like I'm crazy, like I was seeing things that were not there. That she got angry when I told her my suspicions. She got angry when I kept asking if she had still seen him. Yes, she told me directly when she had kissed him. However, there has been a lot of drip feeding the truth afterwards. She promises me now that everything is on the table, but I don't know if I can believe her anymore. Of course, she now wants to fix everything. She says we can fix it together. She's really sorry and promised not to talk to him anymore. Kevin is going to a different work location after next week, and they will not be working together anymore. She assured me she really regrets it and is crying about what she's done to me. At the same time, she's also saying this might not have happened if I would have made her feel more desired. I'm doubting what to do. She wants to know if I still want to be with her. I cannot tell her. My mind says I should leave, but I don't want to. I told her I cannot decide this right now. I will only know after a while. Moreover, we own a house together. She has a lot of own equity in the house, around 50%, and the other 50% is our mortgage. I feel like I will get financially gutted by quitting this relationship. I need some outside views on this. I never thought I would experience anything like this. I'm really devastated. TLDR, my girlfriend kissed a co-worker in the office. I had suspicions for a while, but she got mad when I raised those. Now all these suspicions seem to be true. They did not have sex. We own a house together. We're leaving for vacation next week. Update after what happened, she was really sorry. She cried so much. Sadly, I'm not a tough person. I was very angry, but seeing her sad and asking me if we can still try to fix things worked on me. We tried for another month. We went on vacation and that was fine. However, when we came home and we started going to work again, all my doubts came up. She wasn't willing to change. Work is very important for her, so she didn't want to skip any informal work events where Kevin would also be. You guys were all right, of course. All trust is gone and I feel hurt. Mostly about the lying, gaslighting. I doubt everyone she is saying to me. I realized that this was not going to work. I broke up with her 2 days ago. It's so crazy hard. We were together for 5 years. I broke up at night. I went to my parents' house the day after, that where I'm now. They are taking very good care of me, luckily. I also talked to a friend about the situation. I have not talked with anyone about all this stuff since it started happening around 2 months ago, and that drained me mentally. It's nice to be able to talk finally and have some supportive people around me. The morning after I broke up, we were crying and cuddling, and it makes it so hard for me. We were cuddling, and she asked, "Could you really miss this?" And of course I can't miss it. I'm so attached to her. But I have to. I know that she's going to ask if I want to come back and try it again. Saying no to that question will be terribly hard, because I want to. I want to cuddle, be together without pets in our amazing house. But inside I know it's never going to work anymore. It needs to end. That's why I really don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to say no to her because it will hurt so much. The heart versus the mind. We haven't talked anymore. We own a house together, and the inevitable moment is coming up where we need to sit down and discuss what's going to happen. She is probably going to buy me out of the house. We have lots of stuff together, which we need to split. Financially, it will really suck for me, but my happiness is more important. I'm not looking forward to the next few weeks at all. I really don't want to talk with her anymore. I want everything to be fixed right now. It hurts so much. Also, I need to start looking for a place to rent, since my parents' place is too far from my job. We agreed that we will have the talk in a few days. Probably her parents are going to be involved, since they know the agreements that we made the best. I will make sure my father helps me as well, since her parents will choose her side, of course. I'm hopeful we will do it nicely, no fighting. Thanks for all the advice on my last post. 3. Just wanted to write this update down, also for myself. I need to keep reminding myself why I broke up. At this point, my mind tries to remember all the nice things about us. But it wasn't so nice at all. It has been terrible lately. Edit. Forgot to mention that Kevin and his girlfriend also broke up. My ex overheard this from a colleague. Or from himself. You see how distrusting she made me. Top comments. OP, her phone was off because she was talking in her car? Sorry, OP. Adults just don't kiss. She would never be this upset with a kiss. It's funny how she is trying to come clean with you now, as Kevin is going to be transferred to another office and probably doesn't want a LDR anymore. She knew Kevin was the problem, but she would not miss any informal work events that he also attended. After what happened, she did not want to change this. You were correct. OP, the relationship is over, the trust is broken, and without trust, there can be no relationship. You did the right thing. Update me, second comment. Her excuse about not feeling desired, and that's why she's cheated, it's BS. I've been married for 15 years, and let me tell you this. In a long marriage, things are not always going to go your way. In a long marriage, there are going to be times where the spark dies or where you're not going to feel desired and get all the emotional support that you want. That is just human nature. Things are not going to be rosy and sunshine like they are in the beginning of a relationship, and definitely not in a 15, 20, 30, 40-year marriage. So, if that's her reasoning for cheating on you, then let her go, because that's a stupid, childish reason. She isn't ready for a long-term grown-up relationship. When those things happen in a long-term marriage, like lack of desire, you talk to your spouse and work things out. You have open communication, maybe even try counseling, talk about the problems, figure out what can you do to improve them, work together to solve it. You don't lie to your spouse repeatedly and then sleep with another person or kiss them or whatever. That's unacceptable.